All right. Hi, everybody. This is we've had a weird hour right now getting this ready. It's November 13th, 20 o'clock, and you're watching Nerds on the Couch live. And we got a lot of things to cover this week. First of all, we got to talk about what happened in the big world of nerd news, the Doctor Who finale.
Whew.
And
Oh,
just to say it off, I got to give it a thumbs up. What about you guys?
Bam! Brain just blown. I loved every minute of it. I saw it. I'm like, it answered questions that I wanted answered, man. I was like, yes, I wanted those some of those questions answered for like 2 seasons, 3, 4 seasons. Oh man, it's been so long. Whew.
yep. And those were very important questions to be answered. And here's the thing: we can't tell you what the question was.
Oh, they probably put it on, on Sci-Fi Channel,
No,
about
no, no,
10
no, no,
times.
no, no, no. But
You
I'm.
can make a.
No, no.
We don't do
That,
spoilers here. We can't do spoilers.
I would love
All,
to.
Wait,
all
they're
I can
spoiling the
say.
show? Dude, they should have seen the show. It came out on Saturday. They had enough time
I,
to watch it.
no, 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 no. There's a
Dude,
lot of people that are
I
not
won't
even
spoil it,
watching.
but come on, it came out on
There are,
Saturday. You should have seen it already by now.
Okay, all right. Let me go ahead.
there are people that are going ahead and
Um,
waiting.
First of all, guys, I have a live tweet, and Mario Man 47 says to shut up. He hasn't seen it. So,
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, you know
Let,
what? Okay, Mario. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you right now. Um, Point
I
blank,
love it.
I hadn't watched Doctor Who for like the last couple of weeks. I have not watched any of it. I had a DVR'd. I decided to watch all of them this week. I saw them all, and I on purpose watched it, and I saw it, and wow. I gotta say, wow. And if you haven't watched it yet, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You're waiting too long. You're
well,
holding
no, no.
it up.
Remember, we have another
Yep,
viewer from Las Cruces who mentioned that Shield's going to watch everything in a bulk.
yep.
Remember, she was recording
That's,
everything. So
yeah.
again, we're not going to. But I do want to say that this finale really brought it. I mean, of course, it's no longer a spoiler. The Master has returned.
Yes.
It's the
Oh,
Master.
don't.
No,
Mm,
that was last week's spoiler. So that's
yeah,
all
I
we're
know.
saying.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and you know what? And it's wonderful. I loved it. And you know what? I was starting to fall to the wayside. I was starting to, okay, should I watch it? Should I not watch it? Then I started hearing, oh wow, and I'm like, okay, I better watch it all. And then I watched it all,
Here's
and
the thing.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed.
Here's the thing. The main complaint has been about her the basically Clara going ahead and sort of usurping the Doctor.
Yes.
And the thing is that these past two episodes have shown and totally reversed it. The best thing about these episodes is the Doctor. Um, Within these two episodes, the finale, Peter Capaldi has completely shown to me he is the Doctor. There's no doubt about it.
Have to agree. Have to
I
totally agree.
gotta, I gotta agree.
I never had a complaint with Capaldi. I like Capaldi. I like him as a doctor. I still
Well,
can't
Yeah, but
stand Claire.
no,
I
what
don't
No,
I'm
no.
think.
what I'm
Dude,
saying
I
is
don't think
that
they're gonna.
the,
earlier on, and we were all saying this, it seemed like Clara kept on going ahead and becoming they would write her into center stage. In fact, an episode where the Doctor is stuck in the TARDIS. I know it's clever, it's interesting, but the thing is this: we were wanting our Doctor back, and it seemed, that like when Matt Smith was with Amy Pond, it was becoming the Amy Pond show
it
that
was.
time.
Yeah.
And finally, in these past two episodes, if there were any questions in anybody's mind, if Peter Capaldi was the Doctor, able to take over, it's been settled.
Well, I gotta give credit. Before this finale, the only time I really saw the Doctor, or I saw the hint, was the forest one, and him talking to the children. To me, that's when I actually saw the actor shine.
Yeah.
That's when, I saw the Doctor, and it wasn't enough. And again, the one with when the box shrunk and you had the two-dimensional aliens. I thought that was a good one too, and he really kind of again stuck on his own. But yes, it was the Jenna Coleman show. I mean, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
But
Another
now
one
with
that
this one,
I mean, going along with the children one, another one where he was dealing with the child was the one with the nightmares. The creature. Don't turn around. When he was dealing with that child, the young Danny Pink, and when he was going ahead and saying, "Are you scared?" Good. Because adrenaline's coming into your body, and you are becoming, because of the fear, you're becoming superhuman. That was also, the actor really took over there. But I have no qualms about him whatsoever. We'll see what the future holds, but damn.
well, let me
And
say
boy-
the best part. Let me bring out the best part. Was that in the finale, he finally answers who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think this is the one thing they did right this season. He started off the season, just like you saw in the trailer. He's like, "Who am I? Am I a good man?" He doesn't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And here at the end, he realized who he was, and he gave a really good answer, for who
Which
he
we
was. And I
can't,
thought,
and
Yeah.
we can't say what the answer is.
You
That,
know,
and
with-
I'm waiting for the Christmas episode.
go ahead, Chino.
Yeah, with me, I enjoyed the episode before the finale a lot more than I enjoyed this one. I thought the episode before the finale, where they're putting everything together, was a lot better. The one thing I didn't really like about the season finale is it's not really new ground. You know what I mean? If you look at the story of Rory, which I thought was great, the Rory, the one who waited, he was a Roman soldier. He's what are they called? Those aliens. Simulacrums, the ones that look like mannequins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name, but that's what Rory was, and I like that. I like
Simulant.
Rory. Huh?
Simulant.
Yeah, stimulants. Yeah, I like the idea of him. That he was a Roman soldier, and we had that whole angle of him. Doing what he can to protect the woman that he loves. I love that angle, and I kind of dislike the fact that it was kind of rehashed a little bit.
I don't
also
think this
like,
is rehashed at all.
Let me
How so?
finish.
How? I
think
don't
about
see how
it.
it's
It's
rehashed.
Let him
almost,
finish,
it's
David.
the same. It's the same thing. Well, honestly, I don't want to do any spoilers, but it's the same thing. We have somebody that gets taken over by something else, and then it's the love I have for them that's so strong that makes me overcome that. You know what I mean? I've seen that already. We've already seen that.
No. Okay.
Alright,
No.
let me finish. Let me finish. Another
No.
thing I disliked is they brought out one organization that I loved with the third Doctor. I don't want to spoil it, but it was a great organization. And they brought it out, and they made really great things with it. But then they never really do anything with it. They bring out this organization, and they never really do anything with it. And they've done this before in other episodes. They bring it out, and they really don't do anything with it. You know what I mean?
What?
We had the same kind of thing here.
I will concede. I see what Chino's talking about.
Yeah.
I see. I do see. And I generally want to agree with you because I never liked the relationship. I never thought it just never really congealed for me. And the end with this one, I don't want to say, this is kind of where, again, I see what you're talking about, but I don't agree with it because there isn't time. When you say time, this to me was kind of the opposite of time. There was no time here. And that's kind of the issue I had was that, the relationship, it seemed like, it's all lovey-dovey. It seemed like passionate and all that. And I'm kind of like, do these British people really fall in love that quick? It just, it just didn't really click on me. That relationship never clicked on me.
There's one thing that I really liked, and it came out in earlier episodes, which I kind of disagree with you a little bit. Where I think Russell T Davis did a better job than Moffat. I just like the earlier Doctor Who stuff than I do Moffat's, but that's another point. What I really enjoyed was, and they had that really powerful scene, which I thought was really, really well done, really powerfully done. There's the episode where they all get taken over by Cybermen, and this is what the second Doctor, David Tennant, from this season. And you have that one chick who's running Torchwood. Remember, she gets taken over.
Oh yeah.
And that scene was very powerful. She turns around and she starts shooting the other Cybermen, and she's, I did it for Queen and Country. I did it for Queen and Country. That was very powerful. That scene right there was powerful. You know what I mean?
Yes, actually I do. And that just shows, how strong the human spirit can be over something. That's what you're trying to get across on that, but we've seen that before.
Yeah. And I do like, again, the Cybermen, which again ties to the last episode. I thought the development was interesting, but again, it left the question of how. And I'm hoping it'll answer later, because, it's not over.
Yeah.
It's definitely not over, and that's what I liked. And here, people complained about death. That, they had all this danger, but nobody really appeared to die. And here, I mean, we did have a death of somebody that we kind of, sort of liked.
No. No.
You don't like
No.
anybody. I liked her.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about her. I thought you were talking about Pink. Oh, crap. Did I ruin it?
Oh, no,
Oh, wait a minute. You're not in the last episode.
I
Never
didn't
mind.
say names. And I made it clear. I don't like Pink. I don't like Pink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you meant. Yeah, I don't really care about Pink.
Yeah.
very dull character.
But there was another one that I liked that, I had sympathy for. And
Oh, now I know what you mean. Oh, okay, yes, you're right. You're right. I thought they were gonna do more
And
with
the
that.
way
Yeah,
it
you're right.
happens is so. That's one of the things that I love about this master, is because the master is the cruelest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, Master used to shrink people.
Yeah,
women
but the
are
thing is,
cruel, dude. Women are cruel.
we can't call him master anymore.
Mistress.
And Master's Master.
She was good as
Oh, yeah.
an actress. Oh my God, she must have loved that role.
I got to get thumbs up to her. And I forgot her last name. But she has a Spanish last name.
I don't know her
And
first name.
It was great. I really enjoyed her work. And yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to see more of her.
You never know. We've had this discussion before. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, well, they do come back. All right, before we get into it, I think we got to move on a little bit.
Yeah.
A couple David, you went to the movies?
Oh yes, I went to the movies, and I mean, apparently so did you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be
We
having.
saw different movies.
Yeah, we did. We did see different movies. Both of them geeky in their own way. We'll talk about your movie in just a moment, but I am going to be saying, I'm talking about a movie that it is based off of an obscure comic that they have done a fairly good, for me, job at adapting it to a new audience. I do not mind what they did to it, no matter, I know that certain people are going to go ahead and say, "Oh, the comic is sacred. You cannot touch it." I disagree. And the thing is that I feel that they've taken a comic that was okay and actually breathed entire new life in it. And of course, the comic that I'm talking about and the movie I'm talking about is Big Hero 6. And they take the same characters. The base of it is the same characters, and went ahead and created something that was actually very enjoyable. If this, by the way, it's Disney animated, and it's not Pixar, but if it had had Pixar's name on it, I think that it would have been declared as a return of good Pixar. Because I mean, I felt that this had more of a vibe of a Pixar film than anything that I've seen. And I know that Renee would like this because he's a very big fan of it. But I kept on being reminded a little bit of The Incredibles with more of the teenager angle to it. But I will say this. Though this movie is good for all kids of all ages, it is one that will get people thinking about certain things. And I must say it was written well. And it's exciting. It's good for the entire family. Do not leave until the very, very, very end after all the credits. There is an additional scene in there that no nerd should skip. So, that being said, let's go on to...
Well, what grade do you give it?
Give it a grade, man.
my grade. I must give it an A+. I like it. I
All
like
right.
it.
Okay.
All right. For me, I saw Interstellar, which I gotta admit, I mean, the trailer caught my interest. I really I like sci-fi. I'm a huge sci-fi fan, and the trailer caught my interest. I got the basic gist of it. Watched the trailer, saying that again, the Earth is dying, which can make sense. In the future, the Earth is dying. Matthew McConaughey, is a former astronaut, and they have to go look for another planet. Okay, so far that's basic plot, and to me, I thought that works. That's a good storyline, and it is the plot of the movie. But what really threw me off was that I heard that the movie was trying to be scientifically accurate, that they were looking at actual real science to come up with some theories, to come up with the way things work. And then when I was watching the movie, I kept thinking, my God, I mean, Star Trek science is more realistic than the science we're looking at here. I mean, I'm gonna say a couple of things. I mean, that's kind of what threw me off. Because one, okay, we're in the future. Okay, we can all buy that. The Earth is in trouble. Okay, crops are dying. Okay, but they don't explain how. They don't explain why. And I'm kind of thinking, well, what? Is not enough water? Not enough dirt? What's going on here? And then they talk about the school system. And they really emphasize how we've kind of gone to like, I'm going to call it Tea Party textbooks, where they don't believe that the moon landing, or again, the moon landing is a hoax.
Wow, really?
Yeah, half of science is out the window. DNA and all that is a myth. And it just seems like, mentally, we, as a society, we've all kind of just stepped back, and I'm kind of like, really? We've gone backwards like that?
De-evolved? Well, if we let enough people procreate, yeah.
Wait. Hold up. I thought George Bush was already proof that we were de-evolving.
Oh, we're gonna get letters.
Yep. The liberal of the group is going ahead. I have a question for you, Renee.
Yeah.
When I was seeing the commercials for this, I kept on feeling that this was Gravity, bred with Contact. Does that sound more accurate to what the film is?
The Gravity works for the special effects, because that was a plus thing. I mean, they had really nice special effects. But again, and the space travel and all that, I was like, okay, I'm buying this. But you see certain signs that the movie leaves, and you're kind of thinking maybe this is otherworldly, maybe this is, and again, I kind of bit into it thinking it was aliens. And then the one thing that just completely messed me up was the time theory. Okay, the time theory in the movie just screwed me out of this movie completely. Because they were like, okay, we're going to travel through time. You're going to end up in a wormhole.
Okay.
And it's going to take years. Now, here I'm thinking, okay, when I first saw the trailer that, okay, the reason Matthew McConaughey is all upset because he's going to be out in space. He's going to be like cryogenically frozen and all that. So, everybody on Earth is going to age, but he's not because he's frozen. No, apparently, outside of space, time moves differently than here on Earth with this complete moronic idea. Like in one world, they go, because again, they have like a potential list of worlds that they found.
Mhm.
They go, and while the astronauts are down on the surface, there's one guy up in the spaceship, and they're only down there a few hours. They go back up. 20 years has gone by.
No, that doesn't happen.
No.
No.
It would have to be.
That's why I wanted you, Orly. I wanted you next to me.
Okay. Point blank.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Okay, this is from the same guy that believes that you fix a back injury by doing this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, continue. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right.
Again, that was the
remember-
point. The point is that time is moving at different speed. According to the theory in the movie, time moves at different speeds
Wait.
in the universe.
I know why. Because you're entering a dream into a dream into a dream into a dream.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, dude, you haven't scratched the surface yet. I'm gonna spoil it.
Okay, all right.
No spoilers. No
going.
spoilers.
I'm going.
Science officer speaking.
Are you okay? Hold up. Are you saying that this movie is so bad that you don't care if you spoil it? That you're saving people? Or you're the catcher in the rye.
Let me
saving
just
people
say this.
Watching.
Let me just say this.
2.5
The movie
hours?
involves me. I got involved in the movie because at this time I was thinking about the stuff they were talking. Okay, they're talking about how the Earth is dying, crops are failing, and apparently they can't reproduce food and all that. And I keep thinking, 2014, we have advancements in farming. We have hydroponic farms. We have genetic food that can grow with little amount. There's scientists working on this stuff. They're talking about oxygen levels are getting messed up on the Earth and all that. And I keep thinking, well, what about the algae? Because I studied this a little bit. It's kind of an interest of mine. What are we doing elsewhere? What's going on with the other world? What's going on in Europe and Asia? It's only America. And I keep thinking, algae is a source of food. When you process it and you let it grow, it actually produces 100 times more oxygen than a tree. And I just had all these other things popping in my head. I'm like, what's up with solar energy? Did we just give up on that? Nuclear power? We're done? We've just stepped back?
No, we went ahead and spent all of our money on star tests.
Yeah. And... Well, I'm just going to say, basically, it turns out that it's a disappointment because Matthew McConaughey is not the hero.
Oh.
Yeah. It turns out he's not the hero. He just wasted everybody's time. But it does have...
movie in real life.
Well, he's busy driving that Corolla or whatever he's driving around talking to him.
All right. Well,
I give the movie an F.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Really?
Wow.
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 I mean,
Wow.
is this-
I wasn't
is-
expecting that, dude.
Is
Really?
this
Wow.
is this something to make us go ahead and think that the father-son duo of Will Smith and Jaden Smith are actually good acting?
At least there was some consistency in that movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it might have been bad consistency, but at least there was consistency.
Well, let me just say this. Apparently, in the universe, we have time, space, matter, antimatter.
yeah.
According to the Nolan universe, love is a force in the universe.
Okay. All right. You know what? That.
Use the love, Luke.
Well,
Basically,
what was that
no, you're not
line?
kidding. You're not kidding, David. That's basically what happened.
Oh God!
Okay,
What?
all right. Well,
What was that
Oh my
line
God! Did we
from?
travel to the '60s?
What was the line from Star Wars movie, the Revenge of the Sith? Remember? They're
Hmm.
talking about. And it's a good line. It's the one at the end of the movie where she's like, "She lost the will to live." Oh, you're
oh,
a
you lost the will to live.
robot, and your
Yeah.
diagnosis is, "Oh, she lost the will to live." Oh, well, thank you, robot from the future. Thank you. Thank you for your accurate diagnosis. I lost my will to live. You know.
What's your medical field in? Poetry?
Yeah.
That was yeah.
That was Robot Chicken, yeah.
Yeah, that was the robot.
You know, I haven't seen the movie, but it kind of seems to me that maybe they based it, and I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about the movie, but it seems they might have based it like on a novel that came out like years ago, and that's where they got the idea to make the
No,
movie.
not even in the novels from the '60s would they go ahead and they knew enough on Einstein's theory of relativity to.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what? If you're talking about this one, the guys did a little bit of research. They heard that time can be different from the surface of a planet to the orbit, in which it is true. But in order for 20 years to go that quickly, just from being a couple of hours on a planet, the gravity would have to be so overwhelming, someone would have to be crushed because time does change as you get close to something that has hypergravity. If you look
Yeah.
at a well, at a black hole, the people there, if you would have a singularity, quantum singularity, going ahead and squeezing everything, the closer you got, the longer time takes. But you know what? Point blank, if they had 20 years going by on just from being on a planet, then that freaking world would be crushing them dead no matter what. They would be dead. They wouldn't be on that planet alive.
That's why I wanted you there, man. I would have loved to have you there. You would have pointed out so many flaws, man.
Oh, I would have
no,
had a
you
shit
know what?
attack. I would have
You know
walked
what?
out of the theater hearing that, man.
No,
Just watching that.
Dude.
I would've walked out.
Okay, Orly.
I would have liked to have seen Orly there, and then he starts doing the same thing he does with motion sickness, and you're like, Orly, are you okay? Motion sickness? No, dude, this is a movie.
Well, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put together. You know how VH1 had the bubbles that come up?
oh, yeah.
Him going ahead and doing the bubbles. WTF? Are they really serious about this crap?
You know what? That would be 2 hours of me talking. I don't know. That'd be 2 hours of me going, okay,
Well, again,
all right, love. I love my dog, but that's not gonna keep him living forever.
Orly, he had an idea, okay, that here on Earth, and somehow you're out in space, time is different that it affects you biologically.
Nah, it's a little bit different, man. But point blank, if you're up in atmosphere, think of it as a curve. I mean, it's really hard to explain. The further away from Earth, the time acts differently. But after a while, it's all basically the same. You can't be right on the same time, but you're going to be very close. But the stronger gravity of some planet, the time changes. It's really, really strange. God, I don't know how to explain it because I haven't studied the theories enough. If I studied it more, I could understand. I mean, I've seen.
Yeah, but is it drastic?
It's not drastic, no.
No, not that way.
Only time that
doesn't
it's
work that
drastic, only the time that the time differential would be drastic is if you're going at the speed of light or faster. And you know what? When you start reaching that, your mass turns into a variable. The faster you go, the more weight you weigh, the more speed you need to go ahead and get past all that. And it's just infinite energy. And
Yeah, you'll be well. You wouldn't be you because
You'd be
at the speed of light, at the speed of light, mass turns to energy turns to mass at equal ratios.
No,
But-
it's not that. It's just that it needs to travel faster to keep up. And
Yeah,
Welcome to the Science Roundtable discussion.
yeah, Yeah.
You know what I want to see in this movie? And I want to see a certain blue box show up and just see the doctor step out and see what's going on, shake his head, and get back in and leave.
No, he'd probably just say, you know what you need? You need some more love.
Oh, dude.
Especially
No.
if you have this one writing, it's probably someone from Twilight writing this, okay?
No, dude. I want to see the TARDIS show up, and then Matt Smith comes out, flips everybody off, and then goes back in, and just zooms away.
All right, well, it's interesting.
But it's all timey-wimey. It's all that timey-wimey stuff.
For right now, it's really interesting. So we had an A and we had an F. That's a good interesting mix there, right
So
there.
let me see. The averages, that's 60 compared to a 100, and so that's about 80 in between. I don't know. I don't care.
It says go see here, Big Hero 6 and forget about it.
All right, we
Fair
gotta
seller.
move on to happier things.
Yes.
DC.
Big news. A lot of DC happening right now because right now, it's all getting filmed, and this is pretty much a reliable source. They announced Suicide Squad. That's the movie that's actually next on the rack. Justice League is next on the slab, but Suicide Squad is coming in around the same time, and already they kind of dropped some names. Jared Leto, who I think would be an amazing choice to be the Joker.
He has the look. Let
Let me just iterate something real quick. You know what I mean? This is the best time to be a nerd because not a couple of weeks ago we were talking about Marvel and all their news. Now we're talking about DC and all their news. It's a great time to be a nerd, man. It's a great time to be a nerd.
Yeah, it is. This is the only thing I can compare this to is when the Next Generation came back onto the air after Star Trek had been off the air forever. You had the Next Generation coming on. Then at the same time, you had on the air Babylon 5. You had Deep Space Nine. You had all of these nerd shows, and people that didn't mind going ahead and having other people know that they watched these sci-fi shows on TV.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful time to be alive.
I want to bring up, Jared Leto. We have to have a replacement. Heath Ledger was good as a Joker.
Yep.
But he's passed on, and even then, he's not coming back for the 52. Jared Leto, I think, is going to be an excellent Joker. And this guy, if he signs on, he's going to be contracted for maybe like 5 or 6 movies.
Forever.
Remember with Heath Ledger, that was Nolan's Joker. You know what I mean? He probably wouldn't have been the iteration for this one anyways, This is going to have to be a new Joker. It's a new universe. It's a new Batman,
Yeah. And so, to me, having seen Jared Leto square off against Ben Affleck's Batman would work. Mm-hmm. And then the next one, which, again, I'm surprised, they're talking about Will Smith being Captain Boomerang.
Yeah. That trips me out. Let's get that. I don't know. I don't know what direction they're gonna go with. It's an interesting twist. I would have seen him better as a lot of other things before. I would have seen him as Captain Boomerang. But hey, I'm not complaining. He's a good actor.
Who is the guy in the Assault on Arkham?
Deadshot?
No, the black guy who was the vigilante.
Oh, right. Spider something. Yeah, he was a spider.
You see, I'm thinking maybe they mixed it up with him.
Oh, you think
he would be awesome.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's a good point. You're right. He would have been an interesting spider.
No, it might be interesting, but again, Captain Boomerang, Will Smith would work if, he's got to work on his Australian accent, but he could do it. The next one's already been set up. He's been on the set of the Batman movie, Batman Superman movie. Jesse Eisenberg is going to be Lex Luthor. He's going to come out in it. Apparently, Jesse Eisenberg, too, has a contract to come out in other movies.
Yeah, apparently he's going to be the target, isn't it? That's what I hear about the Suicide Squad.
It's Suicide Squad versus Lex Luthor. That's what it looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, the only bad thing for him is that he's going to have to cut all that curly hair
Yeah, you're
Well,
the only one. Only, why would you worry about that?
I don't know. Poor guy. He's gonna have to go along the lines of Professor X. He's gonna have to keep his hair, his head shaved
I thought
from
you'd
now
be
on.
all like, go for it. Yeah. There's more of us. We need more representation.
What can I say? I miss my hair.
Well, this one I thought top-notch pick. Margot Robbie. You haven't seen her. She's been in TV shows, movies, and all that. Nothing big yet, but she's up for Harley Quinn. Now, visually, if you look at her, she looks like she could be Harley Quinn.
Visually,
Just
she
the
looks
voice.
great. Oh,
The voice.
yeah. I'll give you that. Visually, she looks really good. I don't think I've ever seen her anything, but who knows? Maybe I have.
Couple of things she's known for. She was again. I know you haven't seen it. She was in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
She's one of those that she's been in the back, but she hasn't like really come out. I mean, she was in the TV show Neighbors, which again I never saw, and she was in other stuff. Nothing big. That's kind of thing. She's always been like in the back, but she has played crazy, And if she gets, and we said it, if she can do the voice.
Oh God.
Well, they have faith enough to give her the role, so we'll see, dude. We'll see. I hope that's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean,
hope.
obviously she auditioned and all that, and she got the role. But I'm excited. I mean, I hope to see either the Arkham Asylum Harley Quinn or the 52 Harley Quinn too.
That raises an interesting question. Who's gonna beat Waller then? You can't have the Suicide Squad without Waller. They go hand in hand, dude. There's one, and then you have the other. There's no, that's interesting. I haven't heard anything. That'll be interesting.
She's come out already a few times.
We've seen her in Green Lantern. That is horrible, but the character was there.
Yeah, and she was also in the Arrow. She was in Arrow.
Oh yeah, and Smallville. She was in Smallville too.
Oh yeah, she was in Smallville too. So there's different incarnations they can do with her, but I imagine there's actresses. They're going to choose the large or the skinny version. There's actresses that can fit her really well.
Yeah.
And then again, one I'm not familiar with, Jai Courtney, is up for Deadshot.
Oh yeah, you're familiar with him. You've seen him, dude. He played the son of Bruce Willis in the Die Hard movie, the last one we saw.
Oh yeah.
He was also the bad guy in, what was the name? Reacher.
Yeah, you're right. I completely blanked out on that one. And then the last one, which to me is a surprise, Tom Hardy is up for Rick Flag.
That'd be
Red
interesting.
flag.
He's supposed to be like a hardcore military.
Yeah, hardcore. Yeah, if you've seen Justice League, you've seen Rick Flag. He's the one that keeps the Suicide Squad on task.
Yeah,
he's
he's kind of like the boss, which would fit. I mean, nobody's going to confuse him with Bane. If he has his hair.
You don't know that. You don't know that. If he has a mask. You don't know that.
But if he sounds like Sean Connery and I'm
Well, either
me
which
too.
way, we got to agree. The Suicide Squad movie's looking good.
Yeah, just hearing that they're making a movie is great. If you haven't seen Arkham Asylum, I recommend you go see it right now after the show. Finish watching the show, go see Arkham Asylum right after. It was great. That animated movie was great.
It was Assault on Arkham.
Assault on Arkham.
Okay.
There we go.
Assault on Arkham. I
Yeah,
was thinking, play Arkham Asylum.
yeah. Assault on Arkham is what I meant. Hey, I'm excited. It was a good movie. And you know what? This kind of reminds me of a discussion we were having beforehand where we were talking about Marvel is dominating the movies, but DC is dominating TV. They're also dominating in the animated field too, because as much Marvel just does okay animated films, they just don't touch DC stuff. DC Comics is animated shows are great. Yeah, they're way better.
Oh,
Better
that I
stuff.
agree with you 100%. I mean, the Marvel movies, the animated movies, they haven't been good. DC, you're absolutely right. I mean, some of them I haven't enjoyed too much, but I gotta recommend Batman: Assault on Arkham, the Justice League War, the Wonder Woman animated movie. I thought was one of the better ones. The Green Lantern too. Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. The Paradox. Flashpoint Paradox or Paradox. That one with the Flash was really good too.
Yeah.
That one was dark too.
Yeah.
All right. So going to the other side on Marvel news. The only thing that's, I mean, of course, everybody's still catching up on the Avengers trailers and all that, but
Of course.
we're forgetting the Fantastic Four. There is a Fantastic Four movie coming.
Yeah, we would like to forget that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you have to understand. Okay, Renee, you need to go ahead and differentiate the Marvel movies from Marvel itself.
Yeah.
And
Well, yes, this
movies that Marvel wants back.
I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. I think if you sit down and watch this new, and I hope they change the title to the Unfantastic Four or the Fantastically Bad Four. Fantastically Bad Four, I think works really well. But I think if you switch the name, I think the minute you see 5 minutes of it, you know it's not Marvel. You know, it's not Marvel Studios movies.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean,
Anyway, no, but the thing that's come out, we got to bring this up. The thing that's come out is that Victor Von Doom is not Victor Von Doom. It's Victor Domashev.
yeah.
To me, it's like Domashev.
I don't want to say that.
Dumb chef.
And he's listed as an antisocial programmer.
God, what
You know
the?
what? Okay, you know what? I mean, we already talked about how bad idea this
Where's
was.
the respect?
Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2, it was come on. They could have done a lot better with Electro than, I'm a nerd and I'm intelligent. Oh, but I'm evil now for some reason, you know. And here we go again with the same formula. Yeah.
I keep thinking, why? You know what makes a successful movie. You have to love the core. You still, at its core, you don't mess with the things that work.
Yep. Come
I
on,
mean,
you're saying that he's an antisocial programmer. That means that he's I guess that means that he's intelligent. But you know what? Victor Von Doom is very, very intelligent, very driven, and he's got a country. He owns a country. He's not somebody who's just working in IT and then all of a sudden he decides, oh yeah, I'm evil now because I'm antisocial and I don't like people, so I'm going to take over the world. Yay!
Here's the problem. They don't understand Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom's not antisocial. He's a megalomaniac. He just wants to control everybody.
Yes.
All right, let me bring up this point, and I brought it up before.
I'm sorry.
guys, discuss. I got an emergency I got to deal with.
Here's my thing. It's not that hard for some of these supervillains. They are overthinking it. How hard is it to make them a megalomaniac?
All right, here's the problem. Okay, this is what they're trying to do. Point blank, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him a likable character so that way you could see him coming from somewhere and then turning evil. He's got to have a reason for evil. No. Screw it. You know what? Get rid of that. Forget about it. Because you know what? Dr. Doom is evil because he's a megalomaniac. He wants to control the world. Give me back.
I kind of disagree with you. I think it's kind of, not disagree with you exactly, but let me reiterate a different point. I think the direction they're trying to go with on this thing is trying to appeal to teens. I think that's where they're going with. So with appealing to teens, this is what they're probably going to do. I don't know, and this is the stupidest thing I could think of, so more than likely this is what's going to happen. They're going to turn the Fantastic Four into popular kids, okay? They're going to be the popular ones. And Doom is going to be the antisocial, unpopular one. So, of course, he's going to be the bad guy because the Fantastic Four are cool and popular, and Doom is going to be the unpopular, antisocial nerd. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. That's what they're probably the direction they're going to go with. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to me. If they're trying to appeal to teens, this is the way they're going to do it. And, I hope, with David, I disagree with you. I don't think they're trying to make a good villain. They are not, dude. They are not. They're not overthinking this at all. I don't think they're thinking at all, to be honest with you.
No.
Someone had a lobotomy.
I mean, here's the thing. You have a recipe for chocolate cake. It's a wonderful recipe. Everybody loves the recipe for chocolate cake. Why the heck change with it? You have a recipe for Coca-Cola. People are buying Coca-Cola
God.
all over the time. And then you go ahead and change the recipe, call it New Coke.
New Coke.
You know,
I'm sorry.
you know,
Don't mess with the recipe. Don't
No,
mess with it. If it works, it works.
okay, this is another problem I think I have, and I brought this up before. All right, the same guy that directed the first one and directed the second one is directing this one. Okay,
Really?
you know what I mean?
Wait,
Yeah,
is it
this
the
is
same
director.
director?
Same director, and you know,
Okay, if
when
he's
you know
failed
this-
to do it twice, why are they having him doing it again?
dude, don't ask me. I'm just bringing that up. Anyways, Orly, stop going Sith.
No, dude,
Anyways,
it's not the same director.
Isn't it?
No, the 2005 film was directed by Tim Story. The 2015 one is directed by Josh Trank.
Oh, really? That was the same
What
guy.
has he done before?
Let me look that up.
I bet you that this,
Traffic, maybe?
I bet you he made the Teletubbies.
I bet you he's done like some Euro trash looking film that.
All right. You know what? By the formula that David has proposed, I should have become a megalomaniac trying to take over the world years and years ago.
Oh,
You know what? I would have liked to have been the prince of a country and own everything. You know,
Okay.
at one point in my life.
he directed one. Well, he directed a TV series called Kill Point. But he is known. He doesn't have that much. He did Chronicle, which to me was okay. Chronicle was okay.
Not
That's the
great.
problem. It's just okay.
I know you can't see it, Orly, but it's the one where the kids get superpowers and they have the cameras.
Yeah.
That would kill me. I would be throwing up in my cup.
And supposedly he's up for a Star Wars standalone movie.
Ooh.
So,
Oh no.
yeah, we're like, oh.
Ooh.
I don't want to see a Star Wars movie with the cam thing. No.
Oh,
Okay.
I hope not.
Oh,
Everybody knows droids
okay.
have smooth out.
the only good thing that I can see is that it's Toby Kebbell. Maybe he can go ahead and do some kind of justice with Doctor Doom, but not if they're getting in the way with him.
No.
Again, we're gonna, no matter what, we have to wait and see, because I'm worried. Honestly, I'm worried. It sounds awful.
I'm already kind of wrote it off, dude. I'm not even worried. I already wrote it off.
but
This is gonna be
You know,
bad.
Armand-
I'm not. It doesn't even deserve hope. It's gonna be. bad.
Okay.
It is.
But you know our motto. We're gonna see it.
Oh, God.
Joshua Trank,
Ain't no
Written
Josh.
by- Jeremy Slater. Now let's see what else he's written.
All right. Well, we got to move on because time's coming a little short.
Yeah.
Big news. We got a couple of things in horror actually. Evil Dead is getting a TV series starring Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, that's great. I'm looking
Hey.
forward to that. That'll be good. Get away from that crappy iteration they made not too long ago.
Yeah,
God, that
but
was
the thing is that the best thing is Bruce Campbell, man.
Bruce Campbell. You got Bruce Campbell. You got the original Ash. Is he going to be Ash? We don't know. I don't care. It has Bruce Campbell. I'm going
Dude.
to watch it.
It's Bruce Campbell. He's going to be Ash, and it's going to be on Stars. So it's unrated. You can do. I mean, if you saw Spartacus on Stars, you know anything goes, man.
Yep. Oh, God. I got to get Stars.
That could totally go wrong too, you know. I mean, because if you start having the singing and dancing routine, I'm mashed. Like, oh God.
Dude,
It's
not
not
really
far
far
from
from
I have a
chainsaw.
He did a sort of a dance routine, did he not? In the Army of Darkness.
Well,
No,
no,
but
he's just.
dude, that's not that's not him singing or anything.
It's not like he went out and said, "Give me some sugar."
Wait a minute. Didn't he sing in like in a Xena episode?
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
I think he did. I think there
so.
was like a musical episode where he was there.
You
I
know,
mean,
everybody.
I mean, He even made Bubba Hotep such a wonderful film.
Yeah.
I mean, he
that
played
movie was
anything.
good. That movie
Well,
was
it was
great.
good
I
because
love
of
Bubba
him.
Hotep. It's good because of him and Ozzie Davis. I like Ozzie Davis too.
Oh
That
yeah,
was a good movie. That was a
that's
good.
JFK.
All right. I'm just the other one too that stunned me is that apparently Universal monster movies are coming back.
Wow.
Which
But
kind
this
of
time-
surprises me. Yeah.
It's with a twist. They're all in the same universe.
Wow. So, in other words, we have a chance to see
Wait.
Monster Squad?
No. Is
That was terrible.
this the same universe as Helsing?
Well, this is kind of the thing that's up because the only thing they mentioned the list. The first one is the Mummy reboot, which is supposed to come out in the next 2 years.
Mhm.
Somewhere after that, they're going to do Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, and they listed Van Helsing.
Wow.
Which, if you remember, the Van Helsing was kind of a play on the Universal ones. You know, I mean, in the
Yeah.
beginning, you saw the doctor going, "It's alive! It's alive!"
Alive!
So, I am interested in this. And it's all going to tie together.
Yeah, I would be interested if they have like one guy or something putting all the pieces together of all these different kind of monsters or something. That would be interesting. It would be interesting to see something like that. You know what I mean? You have like at least some characters. I don't know what Ordy's doing.
Yeah,
He's
it's
doing
my,
his Van
my
Helsing.
Van Helsing jacket.
Oh, okay. That's your Dresden jacket, man.
I love that.
Same jacket.
It's the same
They
jacket.
all they all go to the same tailor shop for the jackets.
No, but it'll be interesting. We'll see. We'll see what the trailers say. But I like the idea. I like the idea of all being connected. I hope it. I hope there's like a good solid storyline. That's what it needs. It needs a really good protagonist and something to tie it together.
I wish it luck. I don't know if in today's teenage-driven market, if it's gonna go ahead and find a niche. I mean, there's no demon-possessed doll, no Ouija board. I hope that it will work, but I'm sorry, I don't know if. I mean, they tried it with
Wolfman.
Wolfman. Benicio del Toro, whatever his name is.
I got it, Benicio del Toro. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wonderful actor, wonderful story. No one went to see it.
Duh.
Well, people can argue, but I do think these movies need to be reintroduced.
Yeah, because you know what? It's part of the classic horror movie. Without these horror movies, without these classic horror movies, you wouldn't have what you have now. People like to get scared, and you know what? These were the classics, and you know what? Well, let's see what happens. If the first movie comes out, and if it's total crap, we'll go ahead and watch it and pan it. That's all that we can do. I mean, we'll watch it. Say, okay, this was terrible. Don't go watch this. So we're gonna have to see if Brendan Fraser shows up in this Mummy. I can laugh about that. I can laugh about that. I can enjoy.
Yeah,
that.
because that first Mummy movie was good. The second and third one stank.
Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Those
I like
ones
the
don't
second
exist.
one.
Those ones don't exist.
Well, I'll just bring it up a little bit later. There's one more movie I want to bring up. Don't let me forget. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the next one that happened, BlizzCon, was this past or a couple of weeks ago, and they talked the movie. The movie's they announced that the movie is finished. They're doing special effects, which is
Wow.
going to be a really heavy special effects movie.
Yeah, considering.
The posters are out. They're starting to show. Like, there's one with the Alliance sword. There's one with the Horde hammer, and they're saying, whose side are you on?
I'm on my side.
Did they maintain the director? Because I had heard that that Sam Raimi was the one that was going to direct it, but did he end up directing it?
I can tell you in 1 second. The director is Duncan Jones,
What has he done?
who
Donut.
has done.
Love him.
He did Moon, source code. He hasn't done much as a writer. Yeah, he's not. He's still kind of a new director. He's done source code, which was okay. It was an okay movie.
Was that the train one?
Moon.
Yeah, that's the main one. Moon?
Yeah.
Now
Moon.
that was an interesting movie. Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
the one where he's on the moon and he's going insane.
Is that
Yeah.
Sam Rockwell? With Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where he's, it's like his last month of his tour of duty on the moon as
Yeah, I
a
haven't seen
miner,
it.
and he's
Yeah.
starting to go crazy.
But some of the characters they're naming, I mean, I recognize them. And I guess it has to do with the Horde Alliance War because King Wern, the
Yeah.
human king, is in that one. Garona, which, again, I'm tossing names at you to remember.
Yeah.
The female human orc.
You know what bothers me about this movie? I hope it doesn't come out at the same time as Song of the Star Slayer because it's gonna get killed. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
That's what I was thinking when I was hearing they were making it. I was like, please don't let them show at the same time. Just 'cause as much as I think Song of the Star Slayer is cool, I think Warcraft would kill it. You know?
It'd probably be-
Well, I'm sorry, but I mean, Song of the Star Slayer, I don't think that they're gonna have that much of a competition with World of Warcraft.
Okay, I got a question for you guys on this. If this movie actually turns out to be a really great movie, like it's fantastic, there's good storyline, you watch it, you love it, would that inspire you to get back into Warcraft?
Maybe at the beginning,
I need to- I need-
again, you know.
I need to maintain a life. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah. Listen, audience, you have to remember, we used to be really big Warcraft players.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
it
Okay.
consumed so much of our lives.
we were all in the same guild, and the thing is that we're on raids, and we're going ahead and smack talking each other on.
You guys are friends?
Yeah, somebody asked us, and you guys are friends?
Okay.
I mean, what
okay.
we are here is nothing compared to what we used to be like
Yeah.
on World of Warcraft.
Okay, let me go ahead and tell you guys something that would happen all the time. We'd be on a raid, something would be happening. You know what? We lose our tank, our warrior tank, and I would be on the phone going, "Hey, Renee, we need you." And then he'd be in the middle of eating dinner with his wife and his daughter. And
We
he's
were
like,
at all. We were at all.
I gotta go.
"They need me."
Sorry, honey, I need to leave. We have a raid. They need me, honey. They need me.
Oh, and my wife gave such a dirty look with that.
I mean, some of the fun times we've had.
Yeah.
I know you guys laugh at it when I was going ahead and we were in Karazhan. Karazhan, and I'm jumping on the ledge.
Rafter.
And then I just go ahead and fall.
And in the game, it's like it took us like a whole hour to go up to the stairs. And you just fall off way down there at the bottom, and we're like, I'm not getting it.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Nobody wanted to res you, dude.
I remember when we used to have to take all of our our
Gear.
armor off and all the gear off, and we were all naked there, so that one of us could go ahead and teleport the rest of us over to where we need to be to save time. Oh God. And God forbid the aggros, you know.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
there were so many times you were the hunter, and I remember you had your pet on aggressive, and we'd be in a raid, and you forget he's on aggro. He goes off after the boss, and we're all like, no.
Wiped us all out. Yeah, that time it was me. But then again, there was the other guy that when we're waiting for the dragon. Ready to go ahead and attack the dragon. All of a sudden, his character just runs out there, and he doesn't even bother to say Leroy Jenkins. He just runs out there. The dragon goes ahead and aggroes on him, then it aggroes on us. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was
When
not.
when is the movie coming out? What's the projected? 2 years from now? 1 year?
March 2016.
Oh, yeah, in a year.
Then-
We're
yeah,
close.
we
2
love-
years. Wow.
Well,
You
on
know
our
what's
website. Hold on our website. We got a friend of ours who took pictures. They had Stormwind soldiers come out
Yeah,
when they did the announcement.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's right. I remember that.
costumes.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
And I love that outfit for the soldiers, the Stormwind armor. That was good looking. I wanted that stuff.
Yeah, you would.
And here's the thing: again, as much as I love Stormwind, I was a human. Stormwind was my home. I gotta see Ironforge,
Oh yeah, I loved
yeah.
Ironforge.
but I gotta see it in the
Remember-
movie.
Yeah, climbing up all the way to the top and then jumping off the edge. Of the world.
The edge of the world.
Oh, that was a great cookie.
That was a
That's
great Easter egg, man.
Yeah.
But-
Just to switch gears real quick, before we're all, because we're almost out of time. I wanted to mention, and we don't really have a lot of information on it, but the $6 Billion Man movie. I mean, what have we heard so far? We just heard that they're planning on making it, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little more. Here's the thing I say. When you name a director and you name a star, it's going to happen. And I forgot the director, but they named a director, and Mark Wahlberg is going to be the $6 billion man.
We were having a talk about this years ago, remember? And you had some really intriguing ideas about what to do with the $6 Billion Man. We'll see what they go with it. But hey, it's interesting that they're making it. I just want to bring that up.
Who's
Oh,
gonna
the-
play Oscar?
The potential, well, they haven't named the cast. They just named the star, and it's Mark Wahlberg, which works. He can do it. I mean, I think he can pull it off. But,
He'll be camp.
we discussed it because that character has so much potential. A
Oh, yeah.
cyborg, not only can he be fighting terrorists, he can be fighting aliens. He could
He could be fighting
I
Cobra.
have a question. Does this mean that when I go ahead and look behind Mark Wahlberg's head, that I'm going to be able to go ahead and see through his eye?
I bet you they're going to make a doll.
Yeah, they will.
That
I
was
bet you a lot of people have
that
no
was
idea
one of
what
my
you're
favorite
talking about.
Yeah,
this.
most people would not understand unless you lived in the 70s. I had the $1 Million Man doll. You looked through the back of his skull,
Yeah.
and you'd be able to see through his eye. They had the target.
robot. I had the one with the
target on there.
robotic arm. You press it, and he does like the ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, just like Tarzan.
Yeah. No, this was just one arm. And you can he's like a smash thing. Yeah.
But they have to bring Bigfoot out.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
gonna say. We're
They
gonna
need
have
to
a
bring
big.
Sasquatch out. I mean,
And you guys
That's-
remember who was Bigfoot?
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant.
Andre
Yep.
the Giant, of course.
You
One
know,
of my favorite wrestlers.
this opens a good possibility of maybe a Bionic Woman movie, which would be interesting too, because the show was horrible. But it'd be interesting to see a movie.
Well, the door would be open if the $6 billion man is successful.
Yeah.
Why not a sequel
Well,
and then a spin-off?
when the TV series was out, here's the thing: I didn't care about the writing. I just wanted to watch her. I
My
was a
favorite
bad
choice-
little boy. I was more paying attention to her.
Yeah.
Same thing with Charlie's Angels.
And Wonder Woman.
About the storyline, didn't care about the storyline. Farrah Fawcett. Ooh, yeah.
Well, the last thing we're going to announce, ladies and gentlemen,
The
date- we are doing it. We are having a Nerds on a Couch holiday special.
Oh God.
God help me.
I'm warning you right now.
Die.
I'm warning you right now. If we have this somewhere down the line, we're gonna have to have a special where we sing. We're gonna have to have one of those. So I'm just warning you that this is opening the door to a lot of
no,
horrible things.
no.
Oh,
Well, it couldn't be as bad as the turkey-thons that we used to do at the anime club.
No, that was
Yeah.
fun.
okay,
That
Kelly
was
can
fun.
sing. The rest of us, we got to get top hose. Top coats and the hats. And,
And the king.
no, but the date we will announce a date. It's going to be a live show, ladies and gentlemen, where we will be watching and commenting on the Star Wars holiday special.
And dying a little inside again.
2 hours. Oh, 2 hours.
A lot of people haven't seen the Star Wars Holiday Special.
They're blessed.
A lot of people have been very lucky. Very lucky.
We're inviting them to join us, and we're not going to stream the holiday special because we don't want to get in trouble. But we are going to give you a website where you can stream it, watch it along with us, or download or watch our YouTube show, and then just sync with us and watch it with us. But our hell is your entertainment, basically.
Here,
Yeah,
Guys.
Our numbers are going to
And
go
we're
down.
watching it. By the way, the first time we saw this, we had the benefit of listening to Masters, the MST3K guys.
The first time we watched it, no, we didn't.
Riff tracks.
No, we didn't.
Dude,
That's the first
riff-
time.
The
And
very
we-
first
Not the
time
first
we
time.
didn't, man. You know,
No,
I
we didn't.
never actually watched the Riff Track version. I never watched the Riff Track version. You have, I have not.
Neither have I.
First time we watched it without that, and it was horror.
No, we watched it all together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we watched it all together.
Yeah,
and-
we watched it
That's
together.
part-
We didn't watch it with Riff Track. We didn't
Yeah,
watch
no.
it with the Riff
In the commercials. You know?
No, we watched it for the commercials. The commercials were more entertaining. The commercials were wonderful compared to the rest of the show.
And then you pointed
Yeah.
out how they're promoting this one product, and you told us it's toxic and
Yeah.
cancer causing.
that part. Yeah, that thing is highly toxic. You know, those people in the commercial would probably dead. Like,
Yeah, they were putting they were doing side work on GM cars, no protection, just doing it barehanded. He's like, oh, he's handling lead barehanded. Watch him, he's heating that and just rubbing it onto the car. Oh God.
Break a thermometer and handle it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will be posting up more information, but again, if you haven't seen Star Wars: The Holiday Special, you have to see it with us because you won't survive. And more on that later, ladies and gentlemen. So,
We're gonna take all of you down with us.
yeah, we got to get going. Thank you for watching us. You can catch our website, nerdsonthecouch.com. You can catch our YouTube channel, our reviews and all that, especially now the holidays are coming. And our Facebook page, facebook.com/nerdsoac. So we got everything, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it's time
I
for
just
us
want to
to
say,
go.
run away when that Star Wars special come up.
and we'll see you.